Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I am so excited to bring you the next interview in my Be Good to You video series with one of my most absolute favorite people on this planet, Jan McMullen. She has a fire and an excitement and an absolute joy that she lives every single day. She is a mother of three girls. She is the grandmother of three babies, and I am so excited to do this interview. So thank you so much, Jan, for joining me today.
Oh, it's exciting to be here. Like when we first met, and what was that, maybe 8, 9 months ago? It was like, oh my, we're kindred spirits. So I'm really glad that you even asked me to join in.
Absolutely. There was no doubt that I was going to have to interview Jan for this whole thing. So let's get going. Let's share this little nugget here. So share with me your health story and how you weren't being good to you.
Well, for a retired teacher now, it was 40 years of constant yo-yo dieting, and I'm going to do this, every little perfectionism mindset I had, I'm going to achieve. I kept failing. And so you start getting that negative self-talk about how you are so depleted, how you're not doing this right, you're no good. And then I would strive to, well, I'll just be a better mother, but no, I had to work full time. And no, I'll just be a better wife, but I can't keep the house clean. Oh, I'll just be a better. It was all these negative thoughts that came into mind, and I didn't know how to control them. And yet, when my daughter, PTA, brought in health and well-being into their clinic, I went knocking on her door. What are you doing teaching something? You don't like to teach. And I asked her if she could help me. And she said, well, sure, Mom, And I dropped 80 pounds. And that was 4 years ago. More amazing to me, after yo-yo dieting and trying everything all those years, I've kept it off. And that just boggles my mind, that health can be so good and be good to you. So I was not in healthy mindset habits, though, until after I got my physical body much better. And it's those habits that became such a growth for me.
That's awesome. Your story intrigues me. It's the beyond. It's there were so many times it was like, okay, woo, got to my goal, got to the opening of Disneyland, right? And I didn't even open the gate and go through. I was just like, okay, 2 weeks later, going back to what I knew, right? So your story certainly intrigued me. Absolutely, after learning more about you, Jan. So what habits do you do now, and well-being practices do you do on a daily basis to be good to yourself now?
Oh, I have so many habits that I've been able to develop, and that was really the growth. But I'm an education nut. Anytime they were putting information, our lead physician, Dr. Anderson's awesome, and anytime he would put information in front of me, I would just suck it up, because that was my vitamins, because that made the difference for me, the education. And so I have daily habits. I mean, right here's my little sticky note, that just 3 things I look at every day of what matters most to me. And those are what I stick into my habits. One is my health, because if I'm not putting the ear mask on me, there's no way I can help the grandbabies, no way I can help the daughters, no way that I can help my husband. This is family so important. So guess what? Family is right on there. How am I going to help them? So my health is important. My family is important. And the other thing that matters most to me is my purpose, which I really cleared in my mind, that I'm here to serve others. So what's on my docket for the day? To serve others. And I've been able to do all of those daily. My health daily practices, I'm probably the neat queen that people talk about, because I love neats, because as an older lady, I didn't say old lady, okay, as an older lady, I may not be able to climb those big cliffs or run marathons, but I'm able to do again. So I have a list of 20 needs that I check off I'm doing. And just this week, I'm adding another stair climb to my basement and back. I just move another penny, a little cue on my shelf, so that I remember that. So these little tiny habits that you just incorporate into your life, they become what matters most to you and are just easy habits to follow.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like those neats. And for those that don't know what she's talking about, she's not talking about cleanliness of the house, although that is one of them. So neats are those non-exercise things that we can do, like parking farther away in the parking lot, or taking the stairs, or gardening, because I know you enjoy gardening. So those are amazing. And when you feel good, those little things add up. So I know you love your neats. That is for sure. So what advice would you give to others to encourage them to be good to themselves?
Probably the most important is learn to breathe, because deep breathing can de-stress you. And if you really practice how to breathe and breathe deeply, you can change your mindset like that. It slows you down, it stops you. That stop, challenge, choose just will go into the brain, which controls those instinctual things in your body. And you then are putting that air mask on you first, so that you can decide what's best for the others that you're trying to serve, your family, your friends, the community you want to serve. I also would think you'd want to put your whys, why you want to do something, all around you. I have a picture back there of the mountain and a river that my daughter painted way back in high school, and yet we were going to climb that. We were going to do that. It was one of our goals when we wanted to get healthy. And if you have your whys around, you walk in my kitchen, it's grandbaby pictures. You know, you walk in my bedroom, it's grandbaby pictures and daughter pictures. Put those reasons right out for you so that you can plan your action, your day, and then just do. Go into action. You know, I've changed the mindset that says now, well, what can I do? Rather than the wee kind of thoughts that used to sneak into the mind. Well, you know, you'll never be able to lose that weight because you've tried for 40 years, or you'll never be able to avoid those surgeries. No surgery, no hip replacements, no knee replacements, nothing like that. Because those negative thoughts were convincing you the wrong way. So if you learn to breathe and change those thoughts, and place gratitude every day. Have a list of what you're thankful for, and you can change your world completely around. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh, Jan, I love it. Vitamin J. It's so true. I mean, your excitement and your zest for life is so transparent and so real. And I just adore you. And so thank you so much for your insight to others. Thank you for just you being you, because there's a lot of, we need more of the Jans of this world. And so I just really thank you again for taking the time out of your day to do this interview with me and to just share your wisdom with others.
Well, thank you for the invite. It was so fun just being Zooming with you.
All right, Jan, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
You too. Bye-bye.